being a layman, it's not always so easy to practice continuously, both because it's difficult to fit meditation into the daily routine, and sometimes it just feels like it's, oh, I can't do this as a layman anyway. So it feels like, oh,
it's same thing like
bothered.
It's the same thing like in sports. We have professional and we have amateur. If you want to be a professional, then you have to take it up as your profession. See? You cannot have it both ways. You cannot become an amateur and then expect to win the prize. The most you can do in your day as a lay person is just to have a glimpse of what you should have. That's all. Because the time that you devote to your practice is probably very small compared to the time you spend on other things. See, with monks, we devote all our times to the meditation from the time we get up to the time we go to sleep. But for you, it's difficult. You cannot focus. As soon as you start talking to other people, your mind already go. And by the time they go, your mind still thinking about them. But with monks, we try not to socialize. When we have to come to do something, we try not to talk to each other. We keep focused with whatever we do. And when we finish the job, we're supposed to disperse right away, go back to our seclusion. Then that is the professional way, you see.
It's also difficult to cope with a feeling of that life is meaningless. I mean, it's just exhausting.
It's just like a drug addict. He knows it's meaningless, but he cannot give it up. So when he enjoys, he forget about this feeling of meaningless. But when he stopped taking the drugs, then this feeling comes to him. So when you enjoy life, you forget about this feeling of meaninglessness. Yeah. But when you don't have that, when you don't have that enjoyment, then this feeling comes to you. This is what we call dukkha, suffering.
So how to deal with that?
Try to stop yourself from enjoying it. That's all. Tell yourself it's like taking drugs, but you have to face the bullet, to bite the bullet. It's not easy. When you want, for instance, when you want to watch a movie and then you say, no, I shouldn't watch a movie, for instance, you will have this two feeling, these two forces. But if you can somehow win, then that force that will try to drag you to go watch a movie will stop, and you'll find peace. See? So it's always the struggle against your desire, because it's the desire that drag you or that pull you toward all this enjoyment. If you can focus your mind, then you will have some ability to resist your desire. And if you can sit in meditation, then you will have more force to resist the force of the desire. So you have to do both. You have to resist your desire, not do what your desire asks you to do. And then you also have to focus your mind and sit in meditation. You have to do both. And if you can do it, then I think the force that will bring you inside will be stronger and stronger. The force that will bring you into inner peace, into the peace of mind, will become stronger, stronger. And then you will eventually get sick of the enjoyment that you used to enjoy. Get tired of it. You say it's meaningless, futile. No matter how much you enjoy, once you have done it, it disappears. Nothing left. It always leaves you empty. But it's not like the enjoyment you get from peace of mind. It's always within yourself. You can always have it any time you want it.
And I would like to ask, about developing metta, because I think I should really used to have some metta in the daily situation. When you find things hard and you meet people and situations that are hard, and I feel like I'm easily starting to judge, and I would like to change out this judging with metta, but I think it's really, really hard.
I think you should change your attitude toward things and people.
Yeah.
You should look at things and people as something that you cannot expect anything from them. Try not to expect anything from things or people. Just take whatever they come, however they come. See, don't expect, because when you expect, you can be disappointed.
Yeah.
You expect people to smile at you. When they don't smile at you, you become disappointed. You expect people to be nice to you. When they don't act nice to you, you become disappointed. So don't expect anything from anybody. Just go through life by expecting whatever you from your own self. Don't expect anything from other people. Just do what you have to do, and then try to find the time to be by yourself and meditate. I think that's better. Don't expect to get anything from anybody, because whatever you get, they are not worth the time that you lose going after them. You should only go after your meditation.
Yeah.
Okay, understand? If you don't expect anything, then you won't feel bad. Even the conditions, the weather, don't expect, because you cannot predict, you cannot tell the weather what you want. You have to take it as it is, as it comes. Take things as they come. Don't expect anything.
Ajaan, when we experience sickness, it can be anything, but let's say example there is like painful feet and you can't walk a lot. You go to see the doctor, he gives you medicines, but the medicines doesn't seem to work. How far should we go in like trying to find a conventional cure to cure the illness, compared to trying to just let go and cure it with the practice of Dhamma? Like, what is a balanced approach?
The balance is different in each individual. It depends on how you feel. Some people can, as long as you don't feel bad, you can do whichever way you want. The problem is, I think, in order to not to feel bad, like I said to her, you must not expect. Our problem is we expect it to heal, to get well. If you don't expect that and you live with whatever it is at the moment, and use whatever method that is available to fix it. If you could fix it, fine. If you cannot fix it, fine. Then there's no problem. The problem is in the mind, not in the body. The mind has to be what I call neutral. Can take it either way. Okay. We are here to fix the mind, not the body. But we will fix the body in as much as we can. But the most important thing is to fix your mind at the same time. Your mind should be always neutral. You should not expect this or that. You should be able to take left or right, better or worse. Then you have fixed the problem, because the problem is in the mind.
And one idea that's very strong with me is that the mind is produced by the brain. How can I overcome this idea or delusion? How can I work with it?
I'll just ignore it because it's just a theory. Just like believing that the world is flat or whether it's round. doesn't change the reality anyway. Right? You can believe that the world is flat, but that won't change the fact that it is round. See? And if you believe that the world is round, that doesn't change the fact or confirm the fact that it is round. It only makes you have the right attitude so that you can react properly, that's all. So all you have to do is to react properly according to the truth. The truth is the body is not yourself, the brain is not yourself. So whatever happened to it, let it go, don't worry about it, because you're going to have to lose it one day. The problem is not to cling to it. Be ready to let it go. Treat it like something you borrow from some other people. It doesn't belong to you. If the owner comes and claims for it, then you have to let it go. The point is to let go. Because if you can let go, then you will not suffer. You will not be in pain, in mental pain. But if you cannot let go, then you will always suffer. You will always suffer. So don't worry about whether you think you are from the brain or not. That doesn't matter. What matters is, can you let go of it or not? If you cannot let go, then you will suffer. If you can let go, you will not suffer. And one of the thing that will help you let go is to know that it is not you. See? If you know that it's not you, then you can let go easily. See? But if you think it is you, it belongs to you, then it will be hard for you to let go. But if you cannot accept this truth, at least you will accept the fact that if you can let go, you will not suffer. Because this is something that you will experience in real time. For instance, when you get sick, if you cannot let go of your body, your mind will suffer also. Because your mind doesn't want to let the body get sick. But if you say, well, I cannot stop it, if it's going to get sick, it's going to get sick. The only thing I can do is get some medicine, go to a doctor, and that's all I can do. If the medicine can fix it, fine. If the doctor can fix it, fine. If it doesn't, then I just have to live with it. So what? I'm not sick. It's the body that is sick. That's all. If I cannot use the body, fine. I just sit down. I don't have to do anything. If I have no food to eat, that's fine also. Because, okay, I will eventually die. Maybe it's my time not to die. And if you accept that it's not my time to die, it's the time for this body to die. And if you can accept that truth also, then there will be no problem. See? Because no matter how good the doctor is or how good the medicine is, one day they will not be able to fix the body anyway. One day the body will say, don't treat me, don't fix me. I cannot go on. I have to stop. You're the owner, the mind who owns the body will just say, okay, if you want to stop, then you say goodbye. That's all. What's wrong with that? Like the Buddha, when he died, he just go into samadhi. He just lay down and just focus his mind and leave the body alone. It's like when you go to sleep, you leave the body alone, right? Yeah, so what? Dying is like going to sleep. You leave this body, and when you wake up, you get a new body. That's all. That's what rebirth is about. You leave one body, and then you go to the next body. In the process of going between the new body, you go through heaven and hell. See, that's what we call heaven and hell. It's like when you go to sleep, and then you go through good dreams and bad dreams. When you wake up, you come back. See? From heaven or hell. See? So this is all what we do all this lifetime, all these countless of lives. We're just going from one body to the next. We're going from one dream to the next. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's a natural process. It happens, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, then you have to stop your mind from dreaming, from going to a new life. That's what the Buddha did. He stopped his mind by cutting all the desire in his mind. He has no desire. So when there are no desire in the mind doesn't generate anything. Doesn't generate any thought. Doesn't have any drive, any force to drive it to go to a new body. So the key word here is let go of everything. Nothing belongs to you. If you cling to them, you will suffer. If you let go, you will be at ease, peaceful.
I was wondering if you could give some advice about what are good external conditions for samadhi practice or the cultivation of them.
Secluded area where there are no sight, sound, smell, taste to lure your mind, to tempt your mind. Like if you stay in the city and you hear all sort of sounds that will stir your emotions. You see things, it will stir your emotions. Once your mind is stirred up, it's very hard to calm it down. So you have to stay in the forest by yourself if possible. Even if you stay in the forest and if you still see people, the sight of people can stir up your emotion. So try to avoid, sight, sounds, and smell that stir your emotion. You stay in the forest, you look at the trees, that you don't have any feelings toward them. But then you only have one problem to deal with. That's your thoughts. Your thought will still want to think about this and that. This is why you have to focus your mind with whatever you're doing. Or use a mantra if you cannot focus. Or you can chant the patimokkha. This is one of the technique of focusing your mind, learning the patimokkha. Or learn your chanting. You can walk jongkom and chant mentally, keep chanting, then you cannot think about other things. And when you sit in meditation, then your mind will then be ready to go into calm, because it is being primed to stay put already. And when you tell it to focus on your breathing, it will stay with your breathing, and your breathing will then lead your mind to calm. So the Buddha said there are 4 or 5 things that you need to do in order to advance in your meditation. First, you have to control your food intake, moderation in eating. Don't eat too much, because you'll get sleepy. You'll become lazy. You don't want to practice. Second, you have to seek seclusion. Stay in the secluded area. Stay by yourself. Third, you have to focus your mind all the time. And the fourth one is to avoid as socializing. Try to stay away from places where there are things that are going on. I think this is the same thing as seeking seclusion. If you have these 3 or 4 things, then you will have a better chance of achieving your results.
And then Ajaan, I kind of worry a bit that if I go somewhere very secluded, will I be able to take it? Maybe I'll just go crazy or something.
Try it. If you feel that if you go and then you cannot do it, then you can come back. So don't prejudge what you can do. You have to prove it yourself. Go in there. If you feel that you are not benefiting, then you can always retreat. You can always come back. Don't force yourself to do something that you cannot do yet. But you have to at least try. Because if you don't, then sometimes your defilements will lure you to stay It doesn't want you to go and test yourself. But first you have to prepare yourself first. You should have enough willpower in yourself to do whatever is necessary for you to do. To focus all day long, for instance. To practice all day long, walking and sitting. If you think you can do that, then you should go. But I think what will make you really feel confident is if you could at least at first experience some calm. If you experience some calm from your practice, then you will be very confident. And you will want to be alone more than being with other people. Because you know that the benefits are different. With people you have one kind of benefit. Being alone you have another kind, which is better. So try to get this result. Sit and until your mind drop into calm. Become one-pointed. If you could experience that result, then you will be very confident.